to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Set, 180. 50's a mic, 50's a mic. I'm coming.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Delta! Check nickel.
From the gun, Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers taken in by the tight end Doyle. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. To throw, Rivers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, it's Taylor. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
20.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. but how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and inches at the Colts 38.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. First carry for James Conner, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Just like that.
Out of the gun, Newton. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking deep for Hilton, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Newton. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Watch the safety creep. Greg.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Newton, he'll take a shot for the end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Rivers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 39, Rivers forced it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Play fake, Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 99. Gun. Hey!
Newton now to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Newton. Got an open man. It's Washington. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. From the 50, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jabal Sheard, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
20.
Newton now to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rivers. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Secondary 90, block 11.
On first down. It's Hines, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
At the 43-yard line.
That's round 80, 390. 55 to Mike. All day, pump. White, 89.
On second and 11 now. Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on second down. Newton being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Gun. Watch QB's up. 6 guys. 20. Check. Fresno.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Set. 180. Red. 50. Come on, D.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd and 12, Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
A gain of 14. First down, Pittsburgh.
Ready? 780. Mike 54. 20. Gun. Check. Again.
On first down, Newton. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Newton takes it himself, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And Newton's going to keep it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Rivers now. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Good job by this defense. They're now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
You got tight right there.
Rivers to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Watch tight end. Hey. You got 3.
Back to it after the pick 6. Rivers. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. The give to Taylor. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This one into the hands of Burton. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Steelers' 33-yard line.
Set. We're okay. 380. You don't know no better. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50.
Rivers. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
They go play action. Rivers. He's got his tight end, Burton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. On 1st down, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Taylor. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Rivers. Dancing to us, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. To throw, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see? Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out. And forces 4th down. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over. It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing? Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run. And he's into the clear. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. The time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out, coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
36.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the fourth quarter, the Patriots have added on as they extend their lead a bit further. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers fighting through, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Second 90, set 180. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
3rd and long for Rivers. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's get some penetration.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
54 Mike. I'm trying to collect. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Gun. He's creeping.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.